take it for the state and make a memorial? How about give the fucking people their homes back? And then I said, well, how much would it cost to rebuild every house in the Maui fire? And it's $5 billion. There's no talk of doing that. Isn't that interesting?
There's mixed reaction tonight from Maui, where Oprah Winfrey recently bought hundreds of acres of ag land in upcountry.
Homeowners have been reached out by investors and realtors offering to buy their land. And this is disgusting.
Asking for money. Pure evil, in my opinion.
In this time of need, you want to take care of the greatest need of the people, and that's giving them money.
I was thinking they look like running mates. Who's president?
Oprah! That will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now.
In recent times, Joe Rogan has taken a stance against prominent figures attempting to acquire land from the residents of Maui, raising ethical concerns, especially in the aftermath of a devastating incident that has left locals in dire need of their land. Tulsi Gabbard, a U.S. Army Reserve officer, lent her support to the local residents who were anxious about the possibility of the state seizing their ancestral properties. What is apparent is that it's not just the state authorities, but also wealthy individuals and investors who are expressing keen interest in Maui's land. Often, they propose minimal compensation to the local residents in exchange for their land. Delving into the recent events in Maui following a tragic incident, Joe Rogan invited Tulsi Gabbard onto his show, The Rogan Experience. Gabbard, who represented Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District from 2013 to 2021, engaged in a conversation with Rogan about the aftermath of the Maui fires. During their discussion, Rogan emphasized his concerns about potential land acquisitions by outsiders, concerns that were validated by Gabbard. The participants on the show strongly voiced their disapproval of any plans to repurpose the fire-affected land for workforce housing or a memorial, viewing such actions as violations of individual rights and sovereignty. The public has been left shocked by these revelations. Many believe that discussing land acquisition immediately after such a calamity is a display of empathy deficiency and an abuse of power, further highlighting the insensitivity towards those affected. Gabbard pointed out the contradictory actions of the state, where they were considering land acquisition while simultaneously offering meager financial assistance to the victims. She underscored the high cost of living in Hawaii and expressed disbelief at the Biden administration's disaster response, which only proposed a paltry $700 payment for the victims. Gabbard also drew attention to the lack of government aid for Maui communities post-wildfires, which forced residents to rely on each other for essential resources. She personally took it upon herself to transport vital supplies from Maui's main airport to a smaller one near the affected area. Gabbard did not mince words when criticizing the mayor's slow response, which left affected families and communities in dire straits. Adding to their distress was the governor's contemplation of acquiring the wildfire-affected land in Lahaina, a place that has been home to generations of residents. This potential land acquisition has ignited public outrage. Many have questioned the fairness of the government's intentions to take land from locals when individuals like Oprah Winfrey possess extensive land holdings in Maui. Oprah, who has maintained part-time residence in Maui for over 15 years, has recently significantly expanded her property portfolio. Local news source Key TV reported her investments of approximately $6.6 million in 4 agricultural land parcels in Kula, Maui, totaling 870 acres. 2 of these parcels were acquired from Lupalakwa Ranch, and she secured 2 more 210-acre plots last year for $100,000 each. These purchases have evoked mixed feelings among locals, with some fearing it might lead to the displacement of native Hawaiians. With Oprah's total land ownership now approaching 1,000 acres in Maui, many suggest that the government should explore the possibility of utilizing some of her land instead of displacing the affected residents. Reports indicate that in the wake of the devastating wildfires, residents whose homes were destroyed have been approached by real estate investors from outside the island who are seeking to purchase their land. In the aftermath of the wildfires, residents have been inundated with unsolicited offers to buy their properties. Experts have labeled these offers as predatory due to their opportunistic timing, closely following the disaster. Local authorities are stepping in to protect residents who are already grappling with the loss of family members and their homes. One Maui resident, Goldie Lowy, who resides in Pili just north of Lahaina, shared her experience with CBS Money Watch. She disclosed that she had received offers from 5 different entities looking to buy her untouched house shortly after the fires wreaked havoc in the area. Lowy expressed her astonishment and discomfort at the emails she received. One such email, addressed to her by name, claimed to be from a group of investors interested in Lahaina properties. The email pinpointed her home on Kilinakshi Street as a potential investment and mentioned a cash offer following an alleged evaluation. Lowy found this approach perplexing, noting that the email seemed automated. She emphasized that the senders hadn't even bothered to confirm if her property was in the fire-affected zone, leading her to believe that they were indiscriminately reaching out with offers, seemingly encouraging residents to leave their community in exchange for cash. Receiving such offers in the aftermath of such a disaster is deeply insensitive and lacking in compassion. Lowy also shared another proposal she received from a group of real estate investors based in Amarillo, Texas. They highlighted the booming real estate market in La Juina and expressed interest in buying her unaffected home with an all-cash offer, emphasizing the convenience for her, especially since her property had not been affected by the fires. However, their claim of specifically targeting her property appeared disingenuous. Why would they bypass standard legal procedures for property acquisition? Many are rallying to support Maui residents in safeguarding their land, echoing the message that Maui is not for sale. To all the global real estate investors, the resounding message is that the land is not available for exploitation. Troy J.D.H. Andrade, a law professor and director of the Kalola Scholars Program at the University of Hawaii at Manoa's William S. Richardson School of Law, is actively providing support and education to Maui residents. He is on a mission to shield them from aggressive real estate agents. In an interview with CBS Money Watch, he expressed his concern about external pressures capitalizing on this tragic situation. He remarked, "Many are still grieving, lacking basic necessities, and simultaneously facing overreach from outside." The Hawaii Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs has issued warnings about predatory real estate tactics. In an August 14th notice, they cautioned residents about unsolicited property offers, emphasizing that such offers might undervalue their properties. The notice highlighted the allure of all-cash offers, swift transactions, and other enticing terms that might pressure property owners into making hasty decisions. A subsequent notice revealed that cold calls were being made to exploit the vulnerable situation of the affected residents. In response to these predatory tactics, Hawaii Governor Josh Green has enacted an emergency proclamation that prohibits solicitations to purchase land from Maui residents. Nevertheless, concerns persist as some believe that the state itself is among those considering land acquisition in Maui. This sentiment is echoed on social media platforms like FanOnX, formerly Twitter, where users express their anxieties about a potential land grab in Maui and emphasize the need to safeguard native homes and lands. The video's conclusion encourages viewers to share their perspectives on the Maui situation in the comments section. It reminds viewers that the content is based on speculation and opinions, and encourages them to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for further updates. The video ends with a warm thank you and a promise to return with more content.